Hello, everyone, and welcome to the annual AAST business meeting. Your audio has been muted for this meeting. If you have any questions throughout, please enter your questions in the chat on your Zoom toolbar. Questions will be addressed via a frequently asked question communication at a later date. I'm Laurie Fordyce, the AAST's current president. Today, I am excited to share with you some updates about AAST's membership and to share some of our accomplishments over the last year. To start, I would like to introduce the 2021-2022 AAST's Board of Directors. They have worked hard on your behalf over the past year, and it has been my pleasure to serve with them. Myself, Laurie Fordyce, as President, Melinda Trimble, immediate past president, Emerson Kerr, treasurer, and David Wolf, secretary. And now I'd like to introduce the directors at large. Amy Korn-Rivas, Byron Jamerson, Daniel Lane, Julie DeWitt, and Massey Arrington. Thank you to all of you, the 2021-2022 Board of Directors. AAST would not be able to succeed as an organization without the support of our volunteers and committee members. I would like to take a moment and say thank you to our incredible committees. The CEC Accreditation Committee, the Standard and Guidelines Committee, the Educational Advisory Committee, the Editorial Committee, the 2022 Fellow Selection Committee, the 2022 Award Selection Committee, and the 2022 Nomination Selection Committee. Thank you to all our committee volunteers. Next, I would like to share an update on our AAST membership. Our AAST membership is strong with over 2,700 members. We saw a 73% renewal rate throughout the year with a growth of over 500 new members. Now, I would like to share a little about who our members are. Members in 2022 make up a variety of different job roles and specialties. The membership is made up of 68% of sleep technologists, 15% were sleep managers, 4% identified as sleep health educators, and 4% as respiratory therapists. We also saw another 4% that identified as either dental hygienists, EEG technologists, sleep support, and other staff, students, as well as other allied health professionals. Additionally, 3% of members are clinicians and 2% were academic faculty. Now I'd like to share an update on AAST's accomplishments over the last year. AAST has been hard at work this year expanding our online educational offerings. The Fundamentals of Virtual Patient Monitoring series was launched this May. The course includes 3 online modules with knowledge assessment and a 4th module that offers case studies for knowledge integration and assessment. To further outline, Module 1, Building a Remote Patient Monitoring Coaching Program, includes discussing the development of virtual patient monitoring program, reviewing patient rights and responsibilities, and identifying best practices for patient interviewing and assessment. Learners will also review medical ethics, how to develop communication skills, how to identify useful policies and procedures, coding, billing, regulatory compliance, and business operation models. The second module will outline Care Orchestrator report developmental tools for successful patient and program management that will also cover Care Orchestrator report development tools for successful patient and program management. In this module, learners will be introduced to Care Orchestrator, which will include identifying supported devices and uploading data into Care Orchestrator, reviewing, navigating patient records, report generation, and creating custom compliance reports. You will also understand describing on how to interpret reports and utilize tasks and reminders. Module 3 will cover data management in patients with sleep-disordered breathing. The objective for this module are to review report data for patients with classic obstructive sleep apnea, review event detection and classification, and describe basic functions of the auto algorithm. Learners will discuss report structure and learn how to generate reports in Care Orchestrator and review report interpretation. Finally, Module 4 of Remote Patient Monitoring will have case studies that will review patient scenarios that incorporate the information provided in the earlier learning modules and provide an opportunity for practical application. The course also offers 3.5 AAST continuing education credits. AAST also released the fundamentals of EKG ebook and workbook this year. This 73-page resource is intended to be complementary as a resource to the EKG module series. The AAST also will release the fundamentals of virtual patient monitoring ebook and workbook coming soon later this year. What's new in 2023? The AAST will be releasing the Adult Scoring Rules educational modules. These will consist of 3 modules: Adult Scoring Overview, Adult Sleep Staging, and Respiratory Event Scoring. There will also be an ebook and workbook resource that will accompany this educational series later in 2023. Some other things that we've done in 2022, we've updated the technical guidelines and they were released to the AAST community. These technical guidelines are positive airway pressure acclimation and desensitization, as well as patient assessment and vital sign measurement and documentation. AAST hosted their annual call for nominations and volunteers. This call invited current AAST members to join AAST's volunteer ranks, providing an opportunity to connect with fellow members, share ideas, and gain valuable leadership experience, all while making a difference in our organization as well as the industry. The AAST Board of Director nomination received 8 applications that were reviewed and vetted based on specific qualifications. AAST's volunteer committees received 9 applications for 3 open committees. AAST would not be successful as an organization without the support of our volunteers and committee members. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Last year, AAST was proud to launch a workforce survey to better understand current and anticipated market conditions in the field of sleep technology and better prepare those in our profession to address or adjust those trends. There is preliminary evidence of an increasing shift to home or hospital-based sleep studies and telehealth. This was accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic. The work traditionally performed by sleep technologists is being transitioned to other healthcare professionals. The survey was conducted and finalized in 2021. The AAST hosted a summit of partnering organizations and key leaderships in April of 2022. This was to explore our findings and determine key trends, as well as identify next steps. AAST is excited to release a report of key findings and takeaways. Stay tuned. At this time, it is my pleasure to turn over the presentation to AAST Treasurer Emerson Kerr.
Thank you, Laurie. Good afternoon. I am Emerson Kerr. I'm happy to present the 2021-2022 financial report and year-to-date projected financials. The Treasurer and Finance Committee provides oversight of AAST's financial activities. The AAST Board of Directors approves the annual budget and demonstrates their diligence and their fiduciary duties. Annually, an independent audit firm reviews the AAST's fiscal year financials. The 2021 audit was completed and approved by the Board of Directors earlier this year. First, let's take a look at the 2021 total revenue versus expenditures, which include both operating and non-operating funds. 2021 revenue totaled $792,071 and expenses totaled $770,494, which resulted in an overall net change of $21,577. Next, let's review the projected 2022 revenue versus expenditures. 2022 revenue is projected to total $704,565,000 and expenses are projected to total $889,205. This will result in an overall negative net change of $184,640. While AAST continues to monitor the current investments landscape, the AAST will realize their investment made in a new website managing system, Educational Learning Center, Content Hub, and blog in 2022. Next is AAST's 2021 investments. In 2021, AAST's investments had a net gain of $120,287. Finally, AAST's net assets stand at $1,303,675. This concludes the AAST financial report. At this time, it is my pleasure to turn your attention back over to the AAST's president, Laurie Fordyce.
Thank you, Emerson. I would now like to take a moment and recognize our outgoing board members. Melinda Trimble, who is our immediate past president, and Daniel Lane, who is one of the directors at large. Thank you both for your commitment, leadership, prolonged commitment, service, and devotion to the AAST. We wish you all the best luck in your future endeavors. I am now happy to announce the incoming board election results for the term 2022-2023. We are excited to welcome Lisa Endy, Renee Davis, and Sarah Brenica as new board members of directors at large. Lisa is the Clinical Associate Professor of Respiratory Care Program and the Polysomnography Technical Program at Stony Brook University School of Health Professions in Stony Brook, New York. She serves as the current chair of our Standard and Guidelines Committee. Welcome, Lisa. Renee is the Director of Sleep and Neurodiagnostic Services and the Practice Manager of Sleep Clinic for East Alabama Medical Center in Opelika, Alabama. Welcome, Renee. Sarah is the Manager of Sleep Services and Dural Medical Equipment at Northwestern Medicine. She oversees and manages sleep services in Northwest Region and Dural Medical Equipment for hospital systems and serves as the current chair of our Education Advisory Committee. Welcome, Sarah. We are also excited to welcome Emerson Kerr joining the 2022-2023 Executive Committee as President-elect. Emerson is the Director of Clinical Education in North America at SomnoMed. He has served as Chairman for the Alabama Association of Sleep Professionals, as well as a board member for the Alabama Society of Respiratory Care. Emerson has also been a great lecturer with the Atlanta School of Sleep Medicine and Technology, along with many state and regional sleep meetings throughout U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. He is currently the co-host of Sleep Tech Talk, the Sleep Podcast. Emerson has most recently served as the AAST Treasurer, as well as a board liaison for the Educational Advisory Committee. Congratulations, Emerson. We are also excited to welcome Massey Arrington as Treasurer. Massey is the Assistant Vice President of Respiratory and Sleep Services at Wellstar Health Systems. Massey specializes in outpatient services and medical technology, especially neurology and sleep diagnostic testing, equipment, and treatment. He serves the AAST Standards and Guidelines Committee as the current board liaison. Congratulations, Massey. And last but certainly not least, the board is excited to have David Wolf return as secretary. David is the educational coordinator for Crouse Hospital, where he works to improve the sleep medicine technology field, as well as improve and identify the care of patients with sleep disorders. This will be David's second term as the AAST secretary. As an elected director at large, he serves as a board liaison for the Education Advisory Committee and as a member of the AAST Program Committee. Congratulations, David. At this time, it is my pleasure to present the AAST 2022 award winners and the class of fellow inductees. This year's AAST Awards application and fellows nomination period was open from August 1st and closed on August 31st, 2022. The AAST recognizes individual members for professional excellence, service, and commitment to the association and to sleep technology profession. Nominations are evaluated annually by the AAST Awards and Fellows Selection Committees. This consists of AAST board members, volunteers, and current AAST fellows. Without further ado, here are the AAST's 2022 award winners and the class of fellows.
The AAST Leadership Award recognizes a member who has demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities through commitment to the growth and development of the AAST. The AAST Service Award recognizes a member who has made significant contributions to the growth and development of the sleep technology profession. The AAST Professional Development Service Award recognizes an AAST member who demonstrates exceptional commitment to advancing education in sleep technology. The AAST Literary Award recognizes a member for an original published article, paper, or textbook chapter that represents excellence in technical literary writing. The AAST Fellow Program is a means of recognizing those who have made significant and sustained contributions to the field of sleep technology. Fellowship recipients must have been credentialed for at least 15 years, have been an AAST member for at least 10 years, and made significant professional service to AAST and contributions to the field of sleep. Congratulations to this year's AAST Award winners and fellows.
Thank you to all of you who participated in the call for awards and fellow nominations. As we reflect on the past year, I want to be sure to recognize the AAST partners. Our Diamond partner, Philips Respironics, our Sapphire partners, Fisher & Paykel and Enzo Data, and our Ruby partners, the Accreditation Commission for Healthcare, Inspire, Cadwell, and Centec. Your support and partnership is greatly appreciated. Thank you all for attending. This concludes the AAST's business meeting. Questions submitted will be reviewed and addressed via a frequently asked questions communication. Thank you all for your time and have a great rest of your week.